Hello guys, how are you? I hope you will be fine. Today I discuss what difference between the GAAP and IFRS. GAAP stand for Generally Accepted Accounting Principle and is the accounting standard used in US, while IFRS stand for International Financial Reporting Standard is the accounting standard used in over 110 countries around the world. GAAP is considered a more rule-based system, while FRS is more useful for principal method system. So that is the big difference between the both GAAP and IFRS. And another word, talking about the US Security and Exchange Commissions is looking to switch to IFRS by 2015 and follow an overview of difference between the GAAP and accounting system further like that. You know that the GAAP stand for Generally Accepted Accounting Principle and IFRS stand for International Financial Reporting Standard. Talking about introductions part, GAAP is standard guideline and structures for typical financials accounting. On other hand, IFRS is a universal financial reporting method that allow international business to understand the work of another country, yeah, for working together for one particular platform. So it is a main important function of IFRS. Talking about use, and GAAP is used by the United States and International Financial Reporting Standard is used by the over the 100 country including those in European Union. Another one, performance element under the GAAP, revenue, expenses, assets and liability, gains, losses, comprehensive income is a part of the GAAP, and IFR included revenue, expenses, assets and the liabilities. Talking about required document in financial statement. Under the head of the GAAP, the balance sheet, income statement, income of comprehensive income, changes in equity, cash flow statement, footnote are part of GAAP. On the other hand, balance sheet, income statement, changes in equity, cash flow statement, footnote, part of International Financial Reporting System. Talking about inventory estimation, under the head of the GAAP, the last in first in first out, and weighted average is cost part of GAAP, and under IFRS include the first in first out and weighted average cost. So it is a big difference. Talking about inventory reversal, so inventory reversal is prohibited in GAAP system, but permitted under the certain criteria that followed in International Financial Reporting Standard. So this is a big difference between the both the system. Talking about purpose of the framework, under the GAAP, the framework has no provision that expressly required management to consider the framework in the absence of standard, yeah, interpretation of for any issues. So this guideline followed by GAAP under head of the IFRS, company management is expressly required to consider the framework if there is no provision of the standard and interpretation for any issue under the system. So this is a big difference. Talking about objective of the financial statement, you know that कि गैप में एक सेपरेट ऑब्जेक्टिव को फॉलो करने का, चाहे वो बिजनेस से हो चाहे नॉन बिजनेस एंटिटी हो, उसमें इंफॉर्मेशन दी होती है, रिलेवेंट इंफॉर्मेशन आपको मिलेगी स्टेक होल्डर को. बट इन द केस ऑफ द IFRS, वहाँ पे सेम ऑब्जेक्टिव सेटअप होता है, चाहे वो बिजनेस है चाहे वो नॉन बिजनेस है, वो सेम एंटिटी आपकी रहेगी, सेम इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो सबको दी जाती है. अंडरलाइन अजम्पशंस की बात की जाए, द गोइंग कंसर्न अजम्पशंस इज नॉट वेल डेवलप्ड इन US गैप फ्रेमवर्क, यानी कि बिजनेस चलता रहता है, कंटिन्यू चलता रहता है, तो उसकी कोई एजम्पशंस प्रॉपर नहीं है, लेकिन IFRS में वो प्रॉपर वे में दी गई है. Talking about qualitative characteristics under the head of the GAAP, relevance, reliability, comparability and understandability को हिराकी में डिफाइन किया गया है, जिसमें कि relevance, reliability को प्राइमरी क्वालिटीज़ में रखा गया है, comparability को सेकेंडरी. और इसी के साथ अंडरस्टैंडेबिलिटी को जो है वो यूज़र स्पेसिफिक क्वालिटी ट्रीट किया गया है। बट इन केस ऑफ द IFRS द रिलीवेंस रिलायबिलिटी कंपेरेबिलिटी अंडरस्टैंडेबिलिटी जो है वो उसके स्पेसिफिक सर्कमस्टांस के ऊपर बेस्ड नहीं मानी गई है। अंडर द हेड ऑफ द गैप डेफिनेशन जो एसेट्स की उसको फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट के अकॉर्डिंग लिया गया है। बट IFRS में जो फ्रेमवर्क है वो फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट के साथ फ्लो ऑफ एसेट्स माना गया है कि वो आपकी बिजनेस को कंटिन्यूटी वो एसेट्स फ्लो करे।